What I would like you to do first is get comfortable, close your eyes, be in any position that appeals to you, whether it's lying down or sitting up, or in a yoga position, or on your favorite chair. And put your hands very lightly on your lap, faced up, with your forefinger and your thumb just barely touching each other, so that you can make an imaginary circuit between the words that you are hearing, the sounds that you are hearing here, and your heart. I'm going to ask you now to put all of your attention on the word hour, O-U-R. Place your attention on the word hour and see it appearing on the screen of your mind. Now I would like you to move your attention off of the word hour and onto the word Father. See the word Father appearing before you. Now what I'd like you to do is slip back into the space between those two words in your mind. Go back now to the space between Our and Father, and just rest there. Now I would like you to repeat the sound of God, the sound of Ah, Japa, while in the gap. If any thought enters your mind, return to the sound of Ah, staying in the gap between Our and Father. Now move your attention to the word Father again, and see Father appearing on the screen of your inner mind. Now move forward in your mind to the word who, and see the word who appearing on the screen of your mind. Now instantly slip back into the gap between the words Father and who, and put all of your attention just on this gap and nothing more. And now we will do japa. Now on the inner screen of your mind, see the word who flash before you. W-H-O. Put all of your attention on the word who. Now shift forward to the word art. And put all of your attention on the word art. Now instantly shift backwards into the space between who and art, and stay in that space with no thoughts penetrating. Feel the lightness of the gap. And now japa. Now shift the inner screen of your mind to the word art. See all of your attention on that word. And now move forward to the word in, I-N. See the word flashing on the inner screen of your mind. And now instantly shift back to the space between art and in, and stay right there in silence. And now japa, in the space between your thoughts. And now shift to the word in on the inner screen of your mind. And now move forward and see the word heaven appearing on the inner screen of your mind. Heaven. And now instantly shift backwards to that space between those two words in your mind, between in and heaven, and stay right there, allowing no thoughts to penetrate. And now japa while in the gap, while in the space between your thoughts. And now move your thought energy to the word heaven and see the word heaven flash on the inner screen of your mind. And now move forward to the word hallowed and see hallowed appear before your mind. And now, even more quickly, move back into the space between the two words, heaven and hallowed, in your mind, and put all of your attention on nothing more than the space between those two words, or the gap between those two thoughts. And now repeat the sound of the name of God. And now move your thoughts to the word hallowed on the inner screen of your mind. And move quickly forward to the word be. Hallowed, be. And then instantly shift back from be to the space between hallowed and be. And put all of your energy and all of your attention on nothing more than the space between these two thoughts. You are in the gap. And now japa while in the space between these two thoughts. And now quickly put your attention on the word be, B-E. And now shift forward quickly to the word thy. And instantly go back to the space between those two words and re-enter the gap between the words or the thoughts be and thy. And stay in this silent space a little bit longer each time. And now we'll do japa. While in the gap, we will make conscious contact with God by repeating the sound that is in the name for God. instantly shift out of that gap and into the word thy, and almost instantly shift now to the word name, and instantly go backwards to the space between thy and name, and rest in that space that nurtures your soul while you're making conscious contact with God while in the gap. And now japa while in this gap between thy and name. You have now completed a voyage through the gap or the space between your thoughts by using the first 10 words of the Lord's Prayer and accessing the presence of this divine energy by repeating the sound of Ah. This sound of Ah is the only sound that you can make that requires no effort. In order to make a sound, you must move either your teeth or your tongue or your lips or your jaw and aspirate air. But if you move nothing and just open your mouth and let the sound come out, effortless perfection is the sound of Ah, the sound of God, which you can practice while in the gap at any time you choose. This technique for me allows my mind to get off of all of the thoughts that want to penetrate and enter into my mind, and allows me to experience the bliss and the joy and the fulfillment and the exquisite knowing that I am making conscious contact with God by leaving my thoughts and entering into the space between those thoughts where all creation takes place.